if you are not for it, that is your opinion as well, but you know, don't bring it here because I'm gonna delete it. Because why would you click on something you don't want to know about? Shameless plug here, you guys. This is a look from my previous video where I created this really cute purple eye look, and I also created this hairstyle on my 4C hair. If you love it, be sure to click the link in the bio. But enough with the self promo, let's get this other video started. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It is your girl Uche Nana, and I am here with another video. Today I am doing a get ready with me to give you guys the inside of this look. But it is also a get ready with me where I'm talking about one of my favorite topics, astrology, you guys. I'm really just touching on the points, but also disclaimer, if you are not comfortable with hearing or talking about astrology, definitely this is not for you. But I assume that you clicked on this video because you want to know a little something, you know. I'm not sure how deep I'm going to ever go into it on this channel because it just depends on what you guys think and what you guys want. But yeah, I'm just touching on it because you know what? I like the fact that it's becoming something a bit more mainstream and something that people are using as a tool to kind of get in tune with their inner selves, you know? So I am with it all the way. So yeah, if you are here to get ready with me, definitely stick around and stay tuned. I definitely I be choking on my words. But yeah, if you want to see this look, definitely stick around. And also, please be sure to subscribe, because when you subscribe, you become a part of the tribe, which means that you're my people and I love you. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, you guys, so I said I was going to do something neutral, so I'm going to go ahead and just start with a nice little neutral base color. I always like to pick colors that are similar to my skin tone, so it almost kind of creates like a neutral base for me to start. This is not the right brush. I don't like this brush. So I think I'm gonna talk about something a little taboo or whatever. It's not really taboo because it's actually becoming really mainstream these days, and people constantly argue over this on Twitter every other day, to be quite honest. So yeah, I'm gonna be talking about astrology, y'all. Reason being is because I consider myself an astrology enthusiast, so it's not necessarily something that I am studying heavily in order to use it for a for-profit business to help people read their chart, stuff like that. That's not why I do it. I actually got into astrology because I was just looking for, you know, I guess answers. I was just looking for a way to learn about myself that was something that I guess I was trying to just look for a way to kind of get to know myself in a way that sort of, to me personally, combined just our human existence and then also just you know, those things that we don't necessarily have answers for. I was just looking for something that would all around provide those answers in a way that was a little bit different than what maybe many of us grown up on, religion, you know, just that type of thing. And I think that people always misconstrue and think that because they believe in astrology or those other taboo things that they can't participate in religion, or that means that you don't believe in God. I believe in God. I believe in you know, just there's an all-knowing power that just kind of, you know, does what he or she does. It does. And that's where I'm at right now. I won't go any further into my religious beliefs because I feel like it's not necessary for this channel. I feel like people are afraid of things they don't know, and that is the biggest thing I see in regards to astrology. For me, astrology is something that I define as, I feel like it's an intersection between science and spirituality. You know, and a lot of people are like, oh, you know, you don't want to call it science because trying to call it, calling it science is trying to sort of make it fit into the norm, I guess. I don't know, maybe people feel that way because they use like their belief in astrology or their study of astrology to define their character, and I don't think it's anything that should be defining of your character. Rather, it should just be something that helps you to improve your character, if anything. I always tell people the internet is free. You can Google and find different stuff, and the thing about astrology is as you learn, you sort of start putting together pieces of this puzzle, of this thing, because what I always tell people is to start with your own natal chart. And before I kind of go too far left, let me kind of just break it down in steps for you guys. A lot of people are familiar with their sun sign. Your sun sign is basically the sign that is, I guess, or the planet, or this planet sign, zodiac, whatever, is basically your zodiac sign. So it depends on the literal month and day that you were born, and that is it. And sun sign astrology, horoscopes, things like that have been mainstream for a while, so it's not anything that a lot of people don't necessarily know. But the difference that I'm seeing now is that more people are willing to look beyond their sun sign. There's so much more beyond your sun sign. So for example, I'm a Libra. I'm always gonna give the love to my Libra girls. I don't care. People like to hate on Libra sometimes, but you know, it's cool, it's whatever, it comes with the territory. But from doing my chart, I found out although I'm a Libra, I am Scorpio dominant, which means that just my chart is literally most of my planets are in the sign of Scorpio. So that like sort of helped me sort of differentiate and be like, okay, this is probably why this Libra post might not feel as defining of me as maybe this one, you know. So there's just different aspects, because the big three, I'm only going to talk about maybe the big three because I don't really want to go too deep into it because I don't want to confuse people. They have this thing that they call your big three, which is your sun sign, your moon sign, and your ascendant. Time of birth is what's going to give you an accurate reading for your natal chart as a whole, but it's really going to be the thing that tells you the ascendant, which is essentially the ruler of your chart. So this is like the overall energy of your chart. That's how detailed I'm gonna get about that. I'm not gonna go too deep into it. If you guys like this video, I will definitely, like, you know, take my time to really make sure that I learn enough to be able to translate that to anybody interested in learning astrology for themselves. Maybe I'll do a series, but I'm gonna hold off on that. But this is just a touch point, just to let you guys know, like, hey, you know, I am into learning this information too. So if you would like for me to make my own videos talking about that, I can do that. But yes, back to your ascendant. So this actually is what a lot of people consider, it's like the it's the mass essentially of your personality. I'm trying to figure out what I'm gonna do. I think I'm gonna go ahead and just do like a gold eye or something like that, some gold bronzy color, whatever. And don't talk about my makeup methods. It's a bit, you know, it's a little bit ghetto, you know, a little bit hood, whatever. But you know, it gets the job done. So yeah, most people that study astrology regard your ascendant as like the mask for your personality, I guess. It's kind of like, that's the energy you tend to embody when you're around people you do not know. So like, for instance, if someone is say their sun sign is, say your sun sign is a Virgo, right? A lot of people know Virgos as people who are detail oriented. They're usually, you know, prone to perfectionism, etc., etc. But that person might have like a Libra rising, right? So people that don't know that person might meet a person that's, you know, uber socially, you know, socially skilled, and maybe is a person who just, you know, has just a natural maybe charm about them, etc., things like that. And those are just general descriptions of Libra energy. So, you know, it's not necessarily how you're going, it's not necessarily how your Libra rising might be expressed depending on other aspects of your chart and the actual aspects within your chart. But that's just an example, you know. So maybe based on the way you are around strangers, people might think or assume that you're a Libra. But then maybe I look at it as the degrees of closeness of people. So maybe as someone gets to know you over time, then those Virgo things start to come out about you. So yeah, going forward now, let's piggyback to the sun sign. The sun sign, from what I've studied about astrology and from my own understanding, your sun sign is sort of connected to your ego for one. I'm not going to speak too much on that because I have to do more research, so that way I'm able to properly spew the information back to you guys. But what I do know is that your sun sign, in regards to a spiritual sense, is sort of the person that you're trying to become in this lifetime. It works kind of along with the sign that rules your destiny, which would be your north node. But like I said, I'm not trying to get too deep in it. I'm just trying to touch, you know, the base of everything with y'all. So yeah, you know, your sun sign is, you know, pretty much like, your sun sign is an aspect of your personality. I think it's how you move through the world sometimes, and it's also like the energy that you more or less are just trying to, or you know, more or less will embody during this lifetime, right? So yeah, I'm pretty satisfied with that definition. It's pretty vague, but like I said, I don't want to get too deep, because I feel like, you know, when you spew so much information at people, that's where the confusion starts, and I don't want to do that. And I'm a fast talker. I'm a chatterbox for one. So basically, you know, if y'all don't tell me to just slow down, like, you know, it's not gonna happen. So that's what I'm trying to do, slow down a little bit. I'm using the color Zam with a Z, so it's like damn but Zam, in the Jackie Aina palette. I'll be right back, y'all. Alright, y'all, I'm trying to really pull the gold out of this, but I thought by like mixing in like a little primer cream would help. Okay, it's coming in a little bit. Alright, I see it just a little bit, right? So I'm trying to tap in the color. So yeah, like I was saying, yeah, so your sun sign is essentially like, it's almost a collective energy in terms of you're gonna always share your sun sign is gonna be shared with people born under those general dates in each month, you know. So yeah, I'm not gonna get too deep into that. Moving on now, I want to talk about your moon sign. Your moon sign, depending on depending on where you get your information from, your moon sign, it just rules your emotions, and it's also like it's your natural reaction to the world. Some people will argue and say that your moon sign is like some people will argue and say that your moon sign is basically who you are for real, like at the core. It's like your true self. Because a lot of people say, and when I say a lot of people say, this means that I'm just saying that the things that I have read up on in regards to this particular placement, this is like the general consensus from my research. It doesn't necessarily mean that it's the, you know, full on, the only way it can go. But yeah, most people say that your moon sign is the energy that you embody as a child. So most people like to refer to it as like your inner child. But your moon sign is basically what you need for security in your relationships, in your most precious relationships. So think of like, you know, think of your romantic relationships, your friendships, relations between your family members, you know, parents, siblings, etc. So essentially, your moon sign is really who maybe the people that are closest to you really get to see. So a stranger ain't gonna really necessarily know that you have like Aries energy underneath, like a soft like Cancer sun sign, or sun, you know, Cancer rising, something like that. You know, what I like to do as far as what helped me when I was trying to learn about astrology was to sort of just learn everything almost, I guess, almost one by one. And then now I'm at a place where I can take all the information I've learned about each individual planet aspect and sort of bring it together as one understanding. But I can't. Okay, you guys, so my camera, it didn't die on me. Just the Canon has this thing where they limit, I guess, how long you can record, whatever. It just did that thing. So let me just try to pick up where I think I left off at. As far as astrology, you guys, I hope you clicked on this video because you were genuinely interested, and you know, you want to sort of start seeing how you can learn about this thing and learn about yourself through astrology, because I think that's what leads people to even just start thinking about it in a deeper sense. Not necessarily because you want to become like a spiritualist or something. You just want to know because it's actually a really cool thing to learn. Like, you know, if you are not for it, that is your opinion as well. But, you know, don't bring it here because I'm gonna delete it. Because why would you click on something you don't want to know about? Hello. Ask yourself that question. Anyway, yeah, so let me go ahead and do my base. I think that's it for the talking portion of this video. I'm gonna go ahead and now just sort of speed through the rest of this look so we can just hurry up and just give the girls what they need, you know. Let me just hurry up and give the girls what they need, what they came for, you know. So yeah, if you guys like this video, be sure to definitely subscribe to my channel. Be sure to like, you can share, but don't share it now to be shady, because if you got something to say, make sure you at me if you're gonna be shady. You get me? Me don't want nobody come on but them a tag and not tag me. You get me? So make sure you are, if you got a criticism, don't even do it. I don't even want to welcome that. I release that. I don't even want that energy around this. But, you know, that's all I'm saying. So when you do subscribe and you join the tribe, you become my people, which means that I love you, you know, because I love my people. You get me? So yeah, stick around and just watch me get through the rest of this process. You know, leave your likes, not leave your like, yeah, leave your likes, your comments, all that. So let's go ahead and move through this, okay? All right, y'all. Alright guys, I'm going to show you guys what I'm using on my lashes. I just bought this really like affordable eyelash glue from Absolute New York. I just got it from my local beauty supply store. The biggest thing about this is the fact that it's a latex free glue, and it's also formaldehyde free, hypoallergenic, and cruelty free, which of course I know they're like big words to obviously sell the product, but the fact that it's latex free was a selling point for me, and I've been trying to use it because I am not too fond, I'm a bit sensitive to latex. So basically anything that's latex free is obviously gonna be the better bet for me, because my eyes sometimes I get like it's a bit swollen from wearing lashes a little bit too long, you know. So that was the key for me. I'm also using these lashes. These let me see, I like to cut my lashes down, so you're gonna see that they're gonna be a bit shorter because my eyes are not that big and I don't want to have too much lash over my eye, you get me? Thank you for getting to the end of the video. If you've reached here, you are amazing. Be sure to go ahead and watch my other content. Also, be sure to subscribe, because when you subscribe, you become a part of the tribe, which means that you're my people and I love you. So thank you so much for getting to the end of this video. At this point, you know, I'm out. So I'll see you guys in my next video. Thank you so much and enjoy the rest of your day wherever you are.